Boy, stop it. Your car's not ready yet, okay?
His car?
Today, I do have to say, we actually finished installing the back end of this car. The rear seat delete from Scott Rod Fabs. I tell you what, I do not ever want to do that again. It's not that it's hard, it's just it's a lot of in, out, in, out, in, out with getting everything trimmed and so forth. Now we did go with the entire rear seat delete, including the package shelf, which is fully installed, non-permanent style. So permanent style would be all the rivets and everything like that. We put bolts in there instead because we know we're going to end up taking this car apart
Again.
God forbid.
Just one more time. No, just one more time because we're going to have to add the roll bar into it later. And the interior needs to come out to prevent damage. And then we have to find out where we need to cut to put the roll bar into.
Yeah. As well as that, while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and run a battery to the back of the car. We're going to do all that at the same time. That way we pull it out one time and that's it. I do not want to ever pull this crap out again. It really does suck.
Plus, the more that you pull it out, the more of a risk you are to scratch the metal.
Yeah, so we'll go through a quick video of pretty much us installing it, including the fact that we repainted the floors and the sides and everything to protect the metal with Rust-Oleum white flat paint, which is already dirty for me putting the thing in. So, but it's protected anyways. It's not scuffed up or scratched up, but again, this is going to be a rally car for her.
It's going to get dirty anyway.
It's going to get dirty
but
anyway.
But at least the metal is protected and the rust isn't showing through. And that paint is awesome. It's thick, so...
Really thick.
Yeah, it's really thick. And oh my gosh, you just wait until you see the before and after.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and pull you off the tripod and we'll show you that and we'll be right back. Okay. Okay, like I was saying, went ahead and did one side of the floor with the Rust-Oleum paint. Is basically just brushed all this stuff on. I didn't want to do spray or anything like that, but brush it on is fine enough. It's actually pretty thick. It is 3 layers on this side, and it goes all the way from the very front underneath the pedals along the very side of this, as high as I could go without getting into the wiring or anything like that. Around this, and then on the top. Back here, we just went to basically the top of this right here. We don't want to go any further just yet. We may end up doing all of this. We want to do all of this first on the other side, and I'll show you that in just a second. But I did go from basically this line right here all the way over to there. And you can kind of see the color difference. It is more of a flat matte satin finish. Now this is what we're protecting. We wanted to protect this against more rust. This one didn't have quite as much, but there was a lot of rust back here in the back corner. Went ahead and completely covered it on the very top. As you can see, all over there is going to be redone. I have to paint that. This took almost 3/4 of a quart of Rust-Oleum paint to be able to cover this. So we have to go get another quart for this. We're going to basically cover all this right here. We didn't do any of this right here. We weren't sure if we needed to. We may do it just for safety's sake. I did some of the bare metal that was right here. Now, other than that, everything's ready to put back in. We didn't go through the process of doing the rest of that. You guys have seen that enough. We will do the final install and we'll see where it goes. This right here has been a royal pain in the butt. I don't want to ever do this again, but guess what? We do have to remove this to put the full roll cage in, and then we'll be doing the entire thing over in my car whenever I get mine. Whenever this one's done, we will get mine. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, now that we have this side done, it looks a million times better. There's all the rust is covered. Now this is Rust-Oleum flat white. We didn't want to go anything dark because this is going to sit outside, so we wanted to make sure it was nice and cool in here. Now we didn't do back here. What we are going to do though is when we get this piece back out, because we are putting a full roll cage, which means we're going to end up, or sorry, half roll cage, which means we're going to end up replacing these. We will end up pulling all this stuff out, and then we will repaint all this white to match this, just to get it at least all the same color. Now this is all going to be covered with the panels that are sitting up there. Package shelf is done. It was very tight area to actually get any kind of filming, so I'll show you what we did and how we basically had this mounted. It isn't riveted in, it is going to be bolted in along with the rear seat delete right here. But we'll go ahead and show you that when we go to start putting this in. We'll put one side in first, and then we'll make sure everything lines up, and then we'll go ahead and put the other side in. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, to show you what we did with the package panel, or package tray, what we ended up doing is making like a little C channel right there. As you can tell, there's a little piece of aluminum there. It is a C channel. It is screwed into the top. Let me see if I can get in here without making a mess. It has the screws right there. And then through these holes, there is the riv nuts that are in there. As you can tell, these holes are lined up with the riv nuts. So a bolt goes straight through these into that, and it holds them down. This was a big pain in the ass. I should have just riveted in there, but I do want to take these out, which created a problem with a way to be able to remove them easily, because drilling this out would be a pain in the butt to get the rivets out. Plus, I need to go through the top of those and this at the same time. So riveting was not going to be a easy task. So we'll go ahead and remove these real quick. I will put the pieces in here, and then we'll put those back on and bolt everything back together. So we'll catch you there. Okay, so like I was saying, we went ahead and put the interior in. It is really nice. We do have the cleaner, which is right there. We are gonna touch up everything, make sure it's nice and shiny for the inspectors to look at. That way they don't find anything else. pretty good. Now, it is all just bolted in. It's not riveted in permanently because we do plan on getting the roll cage, which hooks up right here and goes through the back somewhere back there. So we'll have to gauge where that goes and put it through those, which means we'll have to cut little holes in each one of those panels to be able to put them on. At that point, it is going to be a extremely interesting process of putting the roll cage in. I hope you guys like that. We can't wait to be able to get this thing on the road and registered. We do have one last thing to get. We need to get the
last seat, the passenger seat.
So we don't have the passenger or the driver's seat in yet. We are going to put that in right after this. We will take it for a test drive next week. So next Friday will be a test drive for this on the road. We're just going to drive it up and down the neighborhood. We aren't going to take it on the main road because it isn't licensed, it isn't insured or registered or anything like that. So we're not going to go very far. We're just going to go up and down the road where people know us, and we're not going to do it with, you know, we're not going to go nuts with it or anything like that.
We just want to make sure everything is functioning because it has been sitting in here for like ever. And it's not good for cars to sit. So I just want to make sure that the engine is fine, all the fluids get going into the lines, and everything is not leaking pretty much.
And since it does have to go through an inspection, we do have to make sure all the brake lights work, the turn signals, headlights, low beams, high beams, stuff like that. We want to make sure that everything works on this before we take it up there to find out something simple is going to keep us from doing it. Getting it registered. So
we only want to do this once too.
Because we literally have to drive in about an hour with this. Now we are going to tow it up there, but we do have to take it an hour away to get it registered to a specific location that does the inspection process, and then we'll do the registration at the same time. And we'll go through that whenever it may be. Probably a month or so. We do have to get the other seat, and the other seat's it's not here yet. We gotta get that to fit my body instead of a slender 110, 115 pound girl. We do have to fit my fat ass in it. So
you're not fat.
Big bone.
You're not big boned.
Pleasantly plump.
You're not that either.
More pushing for the cushion. More cushion for the pushing. Anyways, we'll see you next video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to watch her race sometime this year.
At least this millennia. But anyway, we're trying to get everything done before the Bronco off-roading, or what is it? Bronco off-roading. I don't know why the hell I got that in my head.
Super celebration.
Thank you.
We'll see you next video. Bye.
Bye.